In 2015, we left the rat race and went to the farm. We bought a 100-year-old farmhouse and 9 acres. After 3 years of extensive renovations, we can finally call ourselves College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today we're processing peppers and Roma tomatoes. Now this year we don't have to can any of our Romas. So we can put them all in the dehydrator, and that's the plan. We're going to dehydrate them, and we use them for all kinds of dishes. We use them in saffron rice to make a saffron and dehydrated tomato rice dish that's really good as a side dish. We use them in soups and stews. We use them in pasta dishes. For example, we might dehydrate them and then put them in olive oil and let them set for a week or two in olive oil in the refrigerator, and make sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil. You know how much that stuff costs if you know at the store. So what I've got a 2.5 gallon bucket of Roma tomatoes and 2.5 gallon buckets of peppers, banana peppers, California Wonders. Now, what we do with the peppers is simple. We take a gallon freezer bag and we take a bunch of sandwich bags. Now, we've already put up a bunch of these for making pepper chili rollinos and a pepper casserole. So we've got all kinds of that stuff already in the freezer. So this time we're just going to julienne these and make them for stir fries and adding to other dishes, because they're absolutely great that way. But don't make the mistake we did the very first year we did these. We cut them all up, julienned them up, and when we went to putting them in the bags, we put them all in one big freezer bag. Well, we do onions that way too, and the onions just break apart. No problem, easy peasy. You can get out a handful of onions if you want to. Well, peppers ain't that way. They freeze rock hard like a solid rock. So we don't do those that way. So come on into the kitchen and we'll show you what we do to get these ready. Here we are in the kitchen. Get a knife out. Of course, this is mine and Crystal's favorite knives. But what you need to take care of the peppers, you need a good sharp knife. A cutting mat. I like these flexible cutting mats. They're real easy to use. Gallon Ziploc bags, you know, just the Dollar General brand's what we buy. And then some good old-fashioned sandwich bags, the little fold-over sandwich bags. I know you say, well, those aren't good for the freezer. I'm not putting them individual. I'm going to put them inside the big bags, because like I said before, we made a mistake when we were first doing this and first learning this kind of stuff years and years and years and years ago, that when you take peppers, you cut them up, you put them in a gallon freezer bag, they freeze like a rock. They're not like onions. You can take onions, cut them up, put them in a gallon freezer bag, and they're fine. You can break off what you need. With peppers, you can't do that. You'd have to take a hammer and a chisel to break them apart. So now we put enough peppers in one of these to do about what we want, and then we put that in a gallon freezer bag, and we'll put a whole bunch of these in there. So let's get started, and I'll show you how to clean a pepper. Okay, this is how we start off. You select a pepper. Now I washed all of these. Okay, they've already been washed. I didn't figure you need me to show you how to wash a pepper. So you just cut off the top. I cut them in half, cut them apart like that. Scoop this flesh, this inner part out, and these parts, they tend to be bitter. Just take those right out and in the garbage bowl. Shake those seeds out. They tend to be bitter. And then you just Just cut them right up. And that's ready to go in a sandwich bag. And I'll keep going at this until I've got a lot of full sandwich bags. That one's in the sandwich bag, and I'll just keep going, and I'll come back and let you see how many sandwich bags it wound up in the end. Okay folks, this is how you do a Roma. You just cut it in half. Then you cap the end. Then in that there's going to be some seeds. You just pull that center section out, and there it is. And you put it down, up right side down, or cut side down on a dehydrator tray. Okay, Crystal's got a bucket of those to do. Alright folks, there they are. 20 pints of bell pepper. And I'll put those in a bag, in a Ziploc freezer bag. Not a Ziploc, it's a dollar store freezer bag. And then that goes in the freezer, and I'll show you the result of the tomatoes. Okay folks, there they are. That comes out to 6 trays. But now, that's probably equal to both of these dehydrators full of Cherokee purples when they're dehydrated, because you used a whole half of a tomato in each one, and see how they're close together? They'll dehydrate out a lot. Okay. Here they are. We put them on at 4 yesterday evening, and here they are this morning at 8 a.m. Let's take one off so you can see. That entire half, hold it in the palm of my hand, that entire half of a Roma tomato is reduced down to this. Oh, they're good though. Okay, on to the next. I'd like to thank you for visiting with us at College Hill Farm today. I hope you found our videos entertaining and or informative. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on both Facebook and YouTube. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.